if we look to the answer as to why for so many years we achieved so much, prospered as no other people on earth, it was because here in this land we unleashed the energy and individual genius of man to a greater extent than has ever been done before. Freedom and the dignity of the individual have been more available and assured here than in any other place on earth. The price for this freedom at times has been high, but we have never been unwilling to pay that price. Those who say that we're in a time when there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look. The sloping hills of Arlington National Cemetery, with its row upon row of simple white markers bearing crosses or stars of David, they add up to only a tiny fraction of the price that has been paid for our freedom.
We know that's the tomb of the unknown soldiers because we reacted to that recently. And Ronald Reagan was an old president, so he's obviously very patriotic, very passionate about America, which is clear, and I love the words he's saying so far. Just, you know, I'm not even American, and I could just imagine how proud Americans will be listening to this, you know?
He's very passionate about his country.
Yeah, which is a beautiful thing.
That. Yeah.
Each one of those markers is a monument to the kind of hero I spoke of earlier. Their lives ended in places called Belleau Wood, the Argonne, Omaha Beach, Salerno, and halfway around the world on Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Pork Chop Hill, the Chosin Reservoir, and in 100 rice paddies and jungles of a place called Vietnam. Under one such marker lies a young man, Martin Treptow, who left his job in a small-town barber shop in 1917 to go to France with the famed Rainbow Division. There on the Western Front, he was killed trying to carry a message between battalions under heavy artillery fire.
Damn.
We're told that on his body was found a diary. On the flyleaf, under the heading, My Pledge, he had written these words: America must win this war. Therefore I will work, I will save, I will sacrifice, I will endure. I will fight cheerfully and do my utmost as if the issue of the whole struggle depended on me alone. We must realize that no arsenal or no weapon in the arsenals of the world is so formidable as the will and moral courage of free men and women. It is.
I love the willpower that that gentleman had in his diary. The passion, the willpower, the motivation and dedication to win the war for his country. And that's one thing I mentioned in a couple of videos that I really, really admire about Americans who are patriotic, is how much they love their country. You do not get this in the UK. Honestly, like, you might be like shocked about that. I promise you, come to the UK, no one will tell you they're British. Ask them where they're from. They will say Nigeria or whatever they're from. They'll say, you know, where their ancestors are from. They'll never, ever say they're British. I promise you.
I wanted to make a comment on that as well, similar to what you just said. This man wanted to fight for his country, represent his country.
Willing to die for it.
However, recently, when it was told that Britain may be going to war with Russia, all the comments I see on Instagram, everyone's laughing about it.
Send me back home.
I'm going to go back home. No one's saying, yeah, let's go for anything.
Everyone's in Britain. Like, a lot of people have moved to Britain to use it. Use the country for the benefits. Use the country for, you know, because it's a safe country compared to, you know, third world countries and stuff where their ancestors might be from. A lot of people have been brought into Britain and they're just here for the benefits. They're not here because they love the country. They're not here to really support the country's growth. They're not here to be passionate and patriotic about the country. A lot of people will literally say to you, I hate England. I'm just here because my parents are here and I was born here. They will never be like, yeah, I'm British, I'll fight for my country.
I mean,
you get that in America.
You do get some people who are
probably 1%
proud to be from England.
You'll honestly about 1% if you're lucky.
Yeah.
I promise you, about 1% will be proud of the country. 99% will say, I'll go back home tomorrow.
It's a weapon our adversaries in today's world do not have. It is a weapon that we as Americans do have. Let that be understood by those who practice terrorism and prey upon their neighbors. As for the enemies of freedom, those who are potential adversaries, they will be reminded that peace is the highest aspiration of the American people. We will negotiate for it, sacrifice for it. We will not surrender for it now or ever. We are Americans.
And that last bit that he said reminds me of a line that I keep seeing in the comment section. From Americans, we do not negotiate with terrorists. They will rather, do you remember that pirate video we watched, The Rescue? There's a video we done of Jessica recently. The pirates demanded $45 million to release Jessica. America spent $120 million to save her. They will not pay. They will spend 10 times the amount of the demand to do their own thing and kill you in the process to make sure it doesn't happen again.
And I think it's a good way of setting an example as well. I'm not saying that Jessica was a good way to use example. I'm not saying that, but just to show to other countries, don't mess with us. We will protect our own.
And imagine they paid it. Every single American will be getting put for ransom.
There will be so many countries taking advantage of America as well. They're
thinking,
they've got lots of money in their country. Let's just take someone. They'll pay us.
Quick 20 mil or whatever. It's ridiculous. Thanks, guys, for recommending this video. I could see why you guys are very passionate about Ronald Reagan. His words cut deep, and he's clearly was a great president. He loved his country, and who knows, maybe, the UK need to take a chapter out of the US's book and be more patriotic, because I think it's a good thing. Peace out.
Bye.